We just had the coin flip, and so that's all taken care of. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a ceremony for our 8th grade football players here to start the game or to start tonight's festivities here on the football field. We had that in the middle school volleyball game previously. So stay tuned here, hang tight, and we will get you set for this Heart of the Plains League middle school football game. Thanks for joining us. If you would love, or I would like you to like and subscribe this video. It helps us out on YouTube. It will let you know every time that there is a Central Christian video set to go live, so it'll let you know that. So public address announcer Tony Irwiller here will get us going with the festivities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Christian Football Field. We are going to recognize our 8th graders here. So 8th graders, go ahead and take the field for us.
So this is the 8th grade middle school football participants this year.
Once again, we want to recognize our 8th grade football players. As you all know, we haven't had football in the last couple of years, so we are very thankful to be able to bring football back this year. Football guys, if you want to wave your hand, we announce your name. First of all, Liam Bonds. Gavin Graber. Josiah Huerta. Cole Mason. And Caleb Weaver. 8th graders, we know this is your first year to play here, and I want to encourage you all to continue to go out for all the sports in the coming months and coming years. You're a big part of the student body here and represent CCS well. As Proverbs says, in all labor there is profit. And in the coming years, get in the weight room, work hard in all that you do, and we look forward to seeing you succeed on and off the field. Let's give one more round of applause for our 8th grade football players.
So that was Central Christian's 8th grade group. As you heard, this is the first year that we've had football for a couple years. We've been low on our number of boys in these middle school classes, and so this year had a large group of 7th graders and some 8th graders here that came out, and it's exciting again to see them playing here on the football field, home football games on Thursday nights. An exciting thing that we haven't had in the last couple of years. So this is the second home game of the year. The Cougars play a shortened schedule this year. I think they only play 5 games this year. So this, I believe, is their 3rd or 4th game. So they're they're already halfway done with their season. Teams are taking the field. Looks like we have for the Thunderbirds.
For the Cougars, number 5, Lane Lehman. And kicking off for Skyline, I believe, is Mateo Reyes.
All right, so here we go. Onside kick covered by the Cougars.
Central Christian able to recover the onside kick. Caleb Weaver gets the ball. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
So Cougars take over 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line, or just thereabouts. Cougars line up with 2 wide to the left. Got 2 in the backfield. Caleb Weaver able to weave in and out. Good hard run by Caleb there.
Caleb Weaver reverses field and picks up a first down for the Cougars.
Didn't give up on the play. Got stopped to the left and just wove around trying to just avoid the defenders and got enough for a first down there. Good run by Caleb. See if the Cougars can keep it going here. First and 10 now in Thunderbird territory. Again, Weaver to the right side.
Once again, Weaver up to the right side, picks up about 3 yards. Second down.
So for the Cougars, we've got number 5, Lane Lehman, number 10, Caleb Weaver, number 11, Alex Linscheid, number 15, Sam Barnett, number 25, Tayden Skripsik, number 56, Will Bontrager, number 58, Cole Mason. Ball's on the ground and able to corral that ball. Number 65, Josiah Huerta. And those are your Cougar starters. Little flip from Barnett out to Weaver. Good for a couple of yards. Brings up fourth down for the Cougars. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Signal was I did not see what the signal was by our referee. Looks like we're sorting it out. One referee thinks it's against the defense. One referee thinks it's against the offense. I'm not exactly sure. So with the 5-yard penalty, it looks like it was offsides on the defense.
Not sure what the penalty was, but it benefits the Cougars. Offsides is the call. Offsides against Skyline gives them 5 yards.
So we'll replay third down here, and Cougars will get the down over, and they will also get the distance there on the penalty. Barnett under center. Now another flag coming off the right side.
False start against Central.
So what was gained was lost. I think there's a Bible verse about that. Maybe not. Maybe it's a song, a worship song. I'm not sure. All right, let's stick to what we know. We know it's third down, about 10 for the Cougars. To Barnett, little shovel pass underneath to number 11, Alex Linscheid.
Driven out of bounds.
Looks close to a first down. We'll see if they give it to him. The spot, and yes, they will give the Cougars a first down on the little shovel pass. Just good play calling there by Coach Caldwell, and Cougars execute the play and get enough for a first down. Pass falls incomplete.
Intended for Zane Nixon.
Barnett to Nixon there. There is another flag on the play. It's on the far side. And looks like the call is against the Cougars. Illegal man downfield. This is where inexperience shows up in these middle school games.
Rule on a pass play, an offensive lineman cannot go further than 2 yards down the field, and one of them wandered out there, and that's the penalty.
So the Thunderbirds will take the penalty, and Cougars will get try again on first down. Ball is on the ground.
Play.
Looks like the indication is that the Thunderbirds got the ball. So good hard running by the Cougars, but the ball comes loose there in the melee, or the weaving in and out by Weaver. No pun intended, but loses the ball, gives the ball over on the fumble. So Cougars now switch to defense. Thunderbirds take over on offense in their own territory. So 1st and 10 on the about 23-yard line for Skyline Thunderbirds. Hard running there by
the number 2,
Mateo Reyes, an 8th grader. Quarterback, just a direct snap and a sprint to the right side, and then broke a couple of tackles by the Cougars.
Picked up about 4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
Again, this is a first year for everybody here in the green and black. Whether you're 8th grade or 7th grade, that's first year of football. Actually, this is their 3rd game of the season. So still learning, still getting better each week, still learning all the ins and outs of playing football. Good tackling there by the Cougars. Looks like Thunderbirds get 1st down and 10 on the play. So 1st down. Cougars were off last week, so they had plenty of time this week to run some new plays. Again, learning all they can every week, practicing hard every day. I see them out there working to get better. So here they get to test that. Man in motion, Reyes to throw. Caught by 23, and down the sideline.
Pass complete to Riddick Mullins, and touchdown for Skyline.
Riddick Mullins is the touchdown. The Skyline has all 8th graders except for one man. They've got one 7th grader, so they're pretty deep in 8th graders in experience. Showed there on the pass and catch from Reyes to Mullins. Reyes around the left side. Cougars tracking down the line.
Is good by the quarterback, Mateo Reyes.
But we're outflanked by Reyes. So
0, Skyline 8.
that gives you score. Cougars 0 and Thunderbirds 8. We're just the start here of the first quarter. It's 3:09 to go, so middle school and not very many passing plays, so your clock continues to run, although we've had a fair share of penalties this evening, which have stopped the clock. But even with the penalties and the turnovers, we're still already 3 minutes to go only here in the first quarter. Got a nice crowd here supporting your middle school Cougars. All right, so after the touchdown by the Thunderbirds, Cougars will get the ball again. First kick of the evening was an onside kick covered by the Cougars, which gave the Cougars a good field position. We'll see what the Thunderbirds try to do here. If they onside or squib kick the ball,
be sure to visit concession stand.
Or if they kick it deep. Deep for the Cougars
and nacho cheese
is
hot dogs, hamburgers, sodas, of course. Onside kick once again, recovered by Lane Lehman.
Zane Nixon was deep, but Lane Lehman covered the ball there on that squib kick. Nothing lost if you can stop the other team on defense, and Cougars stopped themselves first possession. We'll see if the Cougars can clean some stuff up here, clean the penalties up, and get the ball moving downfield.
Pass falls incomplete.
Ball from Barnett to Linscheid. Bangs off the shoulder pad and up into the air. It falls harmlessly to the ground for an incomplete pass. That was a forward pass, although it looked a little different from normal forward passes. That still was forward, so it just falls incomplete. Another couple wrinkles here that the Cougars are showing tonight. Coaches have added these last 2 weeks into the offensive playbook for the Cougars. And Weaver around the the left side.
Counter play off the left side. Weaver
Pulled down by his jersey.
Coming out late.
A late flag there. I'm not sure exactly what the penalty is. Looks like preliminary is a horse collar.
Against Skyline. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
All right, well.
And a first down for your Cougars.
Cougars will take the penalty. That's a personal foul penalty, and so Cougars will get 15 yards. Actually, I think it's half the distance of the goal because the Cougars were inside the 30, so it's half the distance to bring the ball to rest here. 1st and 10 about the 14-yard line. Barnett under center. Pitch to Weaver. Cuts back across the grain. Shifty moves. Good job by Caleb, and into the end zone for a touchdown. He didn't hesitate there. He just cut back. He saw the left side really, really covered up, and he cut back to the right really quick, and good cutting from right to left and then left back to right. Hard to tackle a player that's moving different directions quick like that. So good job by Caleb. That gives Cougars their first touchdown of the evening. Lehman and Brown split out to the left. Weaver almost had a two-point conversion, but was wrestled down there short of the goal line by the Thunderbirds. So good job by the Cougars to answer on that offensive possession. Brought the ball down after the short field position given on the onside kick and put the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. So brings your score, Cougars 6, Thunderbirds 8. 2-point conversion failed, so a little bit of a deficit there. We'll see if the Cougars can hold on defense here. UCF team came into Manhattan last week and got beat by the Wildcats. We'll hear public address announcer Tony Erwiller announcing some of the games you might be wanting to watch this weekend.
Nebraska is back in action against Michigan State. And speaking of K-State, they will be playing Baylor, which should be a good game. If you're a baseball fan, I know that the baseball wild card games are going on. And I think the WNBA playoffs are still going on.
Well, there's some obscurity there for you. If you wanted to know what was on sports tonight, there you go.
Teeing up the ball for the
Cougars ready to kick off. Hudson Brown to kick for the Cougars. Onside kick. Covered by
Skyline, number 7, Connor Hamilton.
7, Connor Hamilton. Another 8th grader. I guess all of them are 8th graders except for 77. So 77 is the only 7th grader out there for the Thunderbirds of Skyline. I guess that's easy to remember. Number 77 is a 7th grader.
1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds, their own 34-yard line.
So after the short kick, Skyline will take over on their side of the 40. 32, 33-yard line. Snap is,
Penalty flag before the play gets started.
let's see, we got a
And that's
penalty.
gonna be a false start.
False start
Skyline.
on the
Gonna back 'em up
offense.
5 yards,
Cougars
but it's
will
still first
definitely
down.
take advantage of that penalty. Moves the ball. The moved ball will be moved back. All right, so 1st and 15 on the about 28-yard line. Man in motion, raised around the right side of the Cougars, breaking tackles. Cougars unable to get him pushed out of bounds
Off the left side.
and able to get into the end zone for a touchdown. No flags on the play. Play will stand. That is one thing that starting out, learning to be able to contain a play with position football, knowing what your job is on the defense and being able to execute that and not worry about anything except for what you are assigned to do. That is one thing these guys are definitely learning as they play here their 3rd game of the season. Had a little bit of motion.
Reyes, quarterback
Guess
keeper himself, and 2-point conversion is good.
Guess motion was still to the sideline when the ball was snapped. So we'll keep it here for you like you were going to go anywhere else. We have some sponsors of our booster club here. We'd love to have you join them if you have that opportunity. Our business boosters, platinum supporters, Bartlett Plumbing, Heating, and Air, Bold LLC, Gust Orthodontics, Man Wyatt Tanksley LLC, National Credit Adjusters, and Network Management Group Incorporated.
Mercury playing the Aces tomorrow night.
So those are our platinum support business boosters. We'd like to thank them, and we'd like to encourage you to use them for all of your business needs. So Cougars will receive the kick.
Skyline team the ball up once again.
Skyline now leads 16-6. Cougars will get the ball. Last kick was over here to the left side. And looks like that ball will be kicked again. Good job by Brown, it looks like, to cover the ball. So Hudson covers the ball on a high onside kick. Cougars will take over right at midfield. 1st and 10. Cougars will spread it out here. Defense looks a little confused. And penalty flag. Encroachment.
Skyline. Cougars get 5 free yards, still first down.
Cougars will take the penalty and get the play try over. So 1st and 5 now for the Cougars. Good job by the Cougar line there to stay set on the long count.
Pass to Alec Lynchide.
Little
Picks
pass.
Up maybe a yard. 2nd down.
Little short pass to Lynchide. Complete. Gains about a yard on the play. Good concentration by Barnett to get the ball out to him. There's a man in his face. Cougars again spread it out here to the left side with Brown and Lehman. Barnett deep. Hand off to Weaver. Weaver takes the ball to the right side.
Weaver off the right side, brought down, I believe, by Charlie Rose.
And is pushed out of bounds right at about the 35-yard line. So a loss of about 1 on the play there for the Cougars. 3rd down and 5. Looks like we've got about 38 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Cougars will have to run one more play. So Cougars take the line. Barnett deep. Ball's on the ground. Barnett with the catch is number 11, Linscheid. Good catch, good throw by Barnett to Linscheid. And looks like the quarter will come to an end. Clock is running now because of the complete pass. So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Cougars 6, Thunderbirds 16.
And Skyline 16.
And we will
some of our Central Christian business
turn you over to Tony Erwiller.
Supporters, Bartlett Plumbing, Heating and Air, Bold LLC, Gust Orthodontics, Man Wyatt Tanksley LLC, National Credit Adjusters LLC, and Network Management Group Incorporated, NMGI Platinum supporters. Also, our gold supporters, the Bug Guys Pest Control, DJ Kaufman Insurance Agency, Hyatt Life Sciences, Kaufman Seeds Incorporated, Dr. Chad R. Loudenbach, DDS, Nick LaGrega, Tree and Lift Services, Prairie Star Health Center, and Sturdy Built Storage Barns and Garage Doors. Those are our gold supporters. Silver supporters. Our silver supporters, Esau and Miller Family Dentistry, First National Bank, Utsi Roofing Service, and Gould Brothers from Laurel, Nebraska. Bronze supporters, Edward Jones, Melanie Collins, Petron Plus Global Incorporated, Reno Alcohol and Drug Services, Wayne's Electric Incorporated, Weens and Company Construction. We'll get to the Cougar Pride supporters here in just a bit, but to start the second quarter, Central Christian has the ball, 1st and 10.
So here we go, starting of the second quarter. After the complete pass from Barnett to Linscheid, Tayden Skripsic, the ball on the end around.
Skripsic on the handoff.
Maybe a little gain on the play. 2nd down. Looks like the down marker doesn't move, so no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Thunderbird 16-yard line. Cougars go I formation, one split out to the left. Barnett under center, rolls out. The lefty, pitch and catch. Play is ball is knocked down. That was almost, looked like the defender got his hand in there, got the ball knocked down out of the air. 3rd down by the Cougars.
Mediation Services, Conklin Automotive Group.
Cougars split out now to the right. Barnett steps up in the pocket and is picked off by who is that? That is Mullins, Riddick Mullins. He's scored a couple times already tonight.
Riddick Mullins on the pick 6.
Good job by the Cougars to step up in the pockets. Barnett stepped up, delivered a ball just a little high, and with the height of Mullins, he was able to pick it out of the air, and then the rest all the way down the sidelines. No pursuit by the Cougars. Thunderbirds getting organized here for the PAT. Walks in to the end zone for a touchdown, number 88, Quentin Rose.
Want to be sure to thank the rest of our Cougar Pride supporters, Conklin Automotive Group.
So after the pick six, that brings your score. Cougars 6, Thunderbirds 24.
Papa John's Pizza, Phoenix Restoration of Hutchinson, Plaza Estelle.
As you heard, Mr. Tony Erwiller giving credit to our business boosters. He didn't get to the Cougar Pride supporters. I'll go ahead and let you know who those are. Bell Credit Union, Bueller Dental Care, Dr. Dal Hunt, Christian Therapy and Mediation Services, Conklin Automotive Group, Decker and Madison, Elliott Mortuary and Crematory, Hutch Auto Body, Ideatech, Knisley Brothers Incorporated, Papa John's Pizza, Phoenix Restoration of Hutchinson, Plaza Astor Realty, Quality Body Shop, and Wagner's Incorporated. So that is all of our business boosters. We'd like to thank them, and we publicly announce those so that you know who they are, so you can visit them throughout the Hutchinson area. Thunderbirds to kick off here. Again, one man or almost a two-man show here with Mullins and Reyes doing most of the heavy lifting tonight for the Thunderbirds. The ball is kicked out of bounds. Cougars let it go. Let's see what Coach A.J. Caldwell decides to do here.
So as I mentioned, our booster sponsors, we couldn't do it without you, and we truly appreciate you.
So Cougars decide to take the ball on the 35-yard line.
After the penalty,
I'm not quite sure what this is, but Cougars get the ball. Pitch the backfield to Weaver. Weaver in and out. Good hard run for the Cougars. 6-yard gain on the play. Again, both teams learning how to tackle, learning how to pursue balls, pursue ball carriers, how to break down all of those things that's needed to execute plays, execute defenses and offensives. So both teams learning here tonight. Good to see that happening. Brown, direct snap, little wildcat action here. Around the left side, Brown running hard. Good hard run. Got about 8, 10 to 9 yards on the play. Pushed out of bounds by, again, Reyes. He's all over the field offensively and defensively, but not before a Cougar first down. So good job by the Cougars. Little wildcat with Brown in the backfield, just direct snap, taking it over the left side. So 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of the Thunderbirds. We'll see if the Cougars can maintain this drive here. They've been stopped a couple of times before. Barnett scrambling and gets out of bounds. Good job by Sam to get the ball positive yards on the scramble. Nobody out there to contain the quarterback. Nobody spying the quarterback here in 8-man football, at least not today. Scamper there around the left side. It was open, saw it, and took it all the way for a 5-yard, 6-yard gain. Good job by Sam Barnett on the broken play. So 2nd down for the Cougars. Barnett under center. Pitch out to Weaver. Weaver slips.
Caleb Weaver off the right side, wanting to cut it back. Knee goes down. Picks up maybe a yard.
Caleb saw an opening, but just grass gave way underneath him.
Guys coming out here, giving back to the game, holding the chains for the middle schoolers.
So 3rd and about 4 here for the Cougars. They spread 4 wide, 2 on each side. Barnett under center. And
offsides is the call.
Looks like we have
Skyline. First down for your Cougars. If you've never played football before, that is hard to not jump, trying to get the defense to jump. So good job with the offensive line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal to go.
So Cougars line up in same formation. Don't think they've run a play out of this formation. Every time they've run this formation, they've got the offense to jump. Looks like they're doing the same thing here. And got the offense to jump.
False start. On Central Christian, going to back them up 5 yards, still 1st down.
So Cougars back themselves up after the 5 yards that was gained on the 3rd down play previous. That time Cougars jump and give back those 5 yards, but now instead of 1st and 10, it's 1st and 15. Barnett under center, got I formation, split in left. Barnett scrambling in pursuit, and he just steps out of bounds with minimal gain, about a yard. Was chased by number 20, Cooper Linkner.
On the clock, Luke Eichste. Appreciate his work. You've never done any of these jobs. You got to know the game to be able to do it, and it's a lot harder than it looks, so I appreciate them. Also appreciate the other high school boys out here supporting the middle school.
So here we have 2nd down and goal from about the 14-yard line. A little bit of an equipment issue here by referees helping out the Thunderbirds. All right, looks like we're ready to go. So wind the clock, and we'll get 2nd down and goal here under play. Skripsik in motion, leads up the hole. Weaver around the right side.
Caleb Weaver able to stay in bounds. Brought down by
good run by Caleb.
Charlie Rose, I believe.
From here, it looked like his foot went out, but referee or side judge there was right on top of it, so his foot was still in bounds and it was able to fight for another 2 yards. So that gives Cougars 2 plays to get into the end zone from about the 3-yard line. Hudson Brown around the left side.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Little sweep fake action there to Weaver, and I think all the defense was looking at Caleb Weaver on that play, and Hudson just took it around the opposite side for the Cougars score. So that brings your score, Cougars 12, Skyline 24. Good execution here by the Cougars. They were able to overcome the offsides penalty. Gave the Cougars a long 15 yards to get into the end zone, but they overcame that with some good hard running, good play calling by Coach Caldwell, and Cougars here now in search of a 2-point conversion. Penalty on the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
Looks like it's probably some illegal blocking. holding against the Cougars, and the result of the play then is
But your Cougars are back in it.
PAT is no good. So Cougars score on the first possession of the second quarter. Again, taking quite a bit of time off of the clock each possession. Each team has possessed the ball pretty evenly tonight. Cougars, though, have had a couple of turnovers that given the Thunderbirds a short field, but then they've also got that pick six by Mullins that also gave them the score. So minus basically 2 plays, this is an even game. Cougars playing hard, Skyline playing hard. Good, hard fought ball game so far. Coach is getting things organized here on the sidelines. Cougars will kick. Brown looks like he's got the tee, so he will kick off for the Cougars. You've got Reyes back deep, which Cougars probably won't kick to him. He's almost a one-man show back there in the backfield for the Thunderbird offense. So probably won't kick deep, but we'll see what the Cougars do here on this kickoff after the touchdown. Brown to kick. Ball ends up in Reyes' hands. Down the right side. Stays up. And all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. So trying to keep it away from him. He was eventually able to get the ball on the muffed kickoff. And then all the way down the right side for the score. So Thunderbirds and Reyes is stopped on the right side, but not on the left side. Able to move the ball over the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Got a penalty, holding on the Thunderbirds. Cougars will obviously accept that penalty. 10 yards from the previous spot, so it'll be one untimed down from the 13-yard line instead of the 3-yard line. Makes it a little bit tougher there for the Thunderbirds to get this 2 points. Reyes and Rose back. Reyes to pass. Has a lot of time. Chased by Brown. And pass falls incomplete.
Good coverage on the play.
Coverage by Linscheid on the pass. So your score after the kickoff return for touchdown, Cougars 12, Thunderbirds 30.
Famous Sullivan dog or hamburger, you are missing out. I do believe they have snow cones down there again for just $1. Be sure to come out tomorrow night as Central Christian Cougar High School football team will be hosting St. Paul Indians. They're going to try to keep their winning streak alive. And then on Saturday, travel on down to South Haven to cheer on our Central Christian volleyball team. I believe right now they're 9-9, right at 500, and the last I checked, they are sitting third in their regional, so that should be fun. And then a week from Saturday, they will be traveling to Fairfield for league volleyball.
So here we go on the kickoff. Reyes to kick, squib kick, down the field, covered by Brown.
Hudson Brown recovering the squib kick. First
So
down
Cougars
for
take
Central
over
Christian.
in their
3:34
own
left in the
territory.
first half.
About the, looks like the 20-yard line.
Welcome some of the high school volleyball players making it out to the game. Adrian Walter is here. Ava Woosley. Good to see you ladies here supporting the middle schoolers.
So this is the, I believe this is the deepest that the Cougars have taken the ball. See how efficient and how well we can keep a hold of the ball here this possession. Did a good job last time. Wasn't quite as deep in their own territory, but still have about 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this half. So plenty of time for the Cougars to execute. False start is a penalty.
I mentioned the football teams in action tomorrow night. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Don't want to forget about the cheerleaders. They'll be out here as well.
So 5-yard penalty on the false start by the Cougars. Backs them up a little deeper, about the 15-yard line now. So Cougars, again, starting with a little bit of a deficit as they did in the last that last first down. See if they can overcome that here and march down the field and get a touchdown and get a score. Ball's on the ground, but looks like it covered by Brown. Looks like we've got timeout on the field by the Cougars.
Caldwell will take it with them.
Turning out to be a nice evening here at Cougar Stadium.
81 degrees right now, and it is still tomorrow. Supposed to get up to 87, and I believe a 30-mile-an-hour wind. That will definitely play an impact on the game tomorrow night. We'll enjoy the weather tonight.
Love to hear the meteorologic ravings of our announcer tonight, Tony Erwiller. If there's one thing Tony knows, it's weather.
Want to give a special shout-out welcome to Brian Thiessen as he is in attendance tonight. You don't know Brian, he will be signing autographs at the concession stand here at halftime here in about 3 minutes, so be sure to get down, get in line. He's a legend in his own rights around here.
So Cougars, after the timeout, take
After
over.
Second down for Central Christian.
Excuse me, don't take over. They had the ball. So we've got about 2nd and 16 after the fumble and recovery. Barnett to pass. Throws incomplete to Linscheid. Good defensive over there by Rose on for the Thunderbirds. Across the board, Thunderbirds just a little taller than the Cougars, and that's giving Barnett a little bit of problems on his deep balls. His longer passes. Ball's on the ground. Barnett able to recover.
Pass complete to Weaver.
Linscheid
Pass complete to Alex Linscheid.
slips and knee goes down. So Cougars
Fourth down.
have a fourth down. Barnett comes out.
Want to also welcome Peyton Thiessen. Welcome. Did not know we would be blessed with her appearance tonight.
Back deep. Cougars punt the ball. A high kick. Ball takes a Thunderbird bounce.
After the punt.
Net of about 7 yards on the punt. So Thunderbirds will take over with a short field. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in this second quarter. See if the Cougars can hold this offense to just the 30 points that they have so far. Score Cougars 12, Skyline 30. I would expect a big dose of Reyes here trying to get the ball into the end zone right before half.
Flyover for tonight's game is a little late, but we'll take it.
Reyes and Rose again back deep, or back in the backfield for Thunderbirds. Rose goes in motion. Reyes to the right side, looking to throw or run, and he's running all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
For the touchdown.
So with that, that brings your score Cougars 12, Skyline Thunderbirds 36. Again, Reyes is the guy who has hurt the Cougars most tonight.
Handoff right up the middle.
And
is good.
Charlie Rose into the end zone for the PAT. So 38 to 12. Skyline takes advantage of the short field there after the punt by the Cougars. If you are joining us this evening, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on YouTube for this junior high game between the Central Christian Cougars and the Thunderbirds of Pratt Skyline.
The volleyball team will be traveling to, I forget, on Monday, but they will be traveling on Monday. Fairfield, they're going to be going to Fairfield on Monday to play Fairfield and Stafford, and then they're also going to be traveling to the volleyball team to South Barber. That wonderful trip down to South Barber. And middle school football team will be off once again before they finish their season the following week. And ready to receive the kick. Dropping deep, number 82, Zane Nixon. Mateo Reyes.
So Reyes here for the Thunderbirds, going to kick off.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first half.
Another short kick by Reyes. Cougars cover it. Covered by, looks like number 5, Lane Lehman.
That's where the Cougars will have that 1st and 10.
So another good field position, short field position by the Cougars. See if they can put things together here right before half to get into the end zone for another score. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in this first half, right before halftime. Barnett in shotgun. Hands it off to Weaver.
Caleb Weaver on the carry off the right side, brought down by Mateo Reyes.
Reyes making tackles and making touchdowns. So if I were the Cougars, that's the one guy I would stop offensively and one guy, or defensively, and one guy I would stop offensively. He's all over the field tonight. So despite the hard tackle on Weaver, Cougars get about 6. Pass complete to Brown from Sam Barnett. Good pass and catch by the Cougars. Through a lot of traffic. So Cougars take a timeout. Coach Caldwell has, I believe he's got 2 left. Minute and 11 to go here in the second quarter, right before halftime. A good play there right on that last play from Barnett. Barnett was being pressured from right and left, stepped up, delivered a good ball, and Brown was able to fight the defenders off for the ball and come down with it. And then he probably got 8 to 10 yards after the catch, maybe even 6 or 7 yards. So Thunderbirds break their huddle. Cougars break their huddle. See what Coach Caldwell draws up here for the Cougars. Try to get them into the end zone. Ball's on about the 3-yard line, maybe a little bit further, but pretty close. So we got 2 split out to the right. Nixon and Skripsik. Skripsik in motion. Skripsik into the hole and fumble on the play by the Cougars. So Cougars now will have to play defense here with about 1 minute and 5 seconds to go.
Just 65 seconds left in the first half.
Skyline will have to go 80 or 78 yards for the score. See if Cougars can keep them out of the end zone. Again, Reyes around the left side or right side, down the sideline.
Caleb Weaver knocking the quarterback out of bounds.
Weaver stopping the Reyes from scoring another touchdown, but Reyes gets a nice, good, big gain on the play, about 23, 24 yards, and gives themselves some breathing room. Will probably be Reyes around the right side or Rose around the right side. Those are the 2 plays that have hurt the Cougars. Pass play instead
on the coverage
to Mullins, intended receiver. Those are your 3 guys that have hurt the Cougars: Reyes, Rose, and Mullins. Mullins got the pick 6 earlier. Ball was thrown a little high for him, even had his tall 5'8" stature here on the field. One of the tallest guys on the field was unable to bring that high pass down. Second down. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 51 seconds to go. Rose takes the ball up the middle to the left side. Cougars stop Rose, not after they get a first down. Clock will stop momentarily.
Timeout by Skyline.
And now it'll stop, not momentarily, it'll stop for good because Skyline will take a timeout. So after the run and tackle around the left side, that gives the Thunderbirds a first down, still on their half of the football field. So Cougars still have a half of the field to defend. 44 seconds to go in this second quarter, right before halftime here. Cougars, if you're just joining us, Cougars had the ball and were driving, had the ball on the 3-yard line, and then had the ball stripped right as the ball carrier was going into the end zone, and Skyline recovered the fumble. So Cougars have had their opportunities here tonight. Just part of the learning process to be able to finish plays, to finish drives. Good for these guys to be able to experience the ups and downs of a football game, being able to overcome some of the things that go wrong, and then obviously celebrate those things that they're doing right tonight. And even in game, they can do that. So good learning experience for both teams, but especially Cougars, if you know anything about Cougar football here. High school's had success the last couple years, great success, and middle school had not had the numbers. This year is our first year having football here for the last couple years, so good to see these guys out here building for the future and every Thursday night. Rose in motion, ball's on the ground, kicking the ball. I'm not sure if that's a legal play to advance the ball with a kick, but it looks like the Cougars recover.
It must have been the handoff, and
so on the handoff end around, the ball is fumbled. Ball was kicked on the ground, and we'll see what the referees say here. We have preliminary indication by the side judge is that it is a Cougars ball. Looks like they saw the same thing you and I did. The ball was kicked and moved sideways. We'll see what they come up with here. I'd love to have a microphone inside that huddle just to see what they're discussing.
incomplete pass is the call.
All right, so
Incomplete pass.
they say that's an
after
incomplete
all that,
pass.
It'll be second down for Skyline.
I'm not.
Back of the original line of scrimmage.
I didn't see a pass. I don't know, but that's what the rule. That's what the referees came up with. And we're Reyes out of bounds.
Nice hit. Taking the quarterback
Driven out by Cole Mason. Now, again, I'm not quite sure why the clock was running on an incomplete pass under minutes here with the ball in possession of the offense. So I'm not exactly sure what the call was there. If the clock was running, then it wouldn't have been an incomplete pass, but the clock was running. So again, I'm not sure exactly what the call was there. Might go down and just ask at halftime, but right now, and for me, it's as clear as mud, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be clear for me. Third down and about 7 for Skyline. You got 20 seconds to go here in this game. Cougars trying to defend right before halftime, keep the Thunderbirds from scoring. Catch made by number 7, Connor Hamilton. First down. Tackle was made inbound, so once the chains get set, the clock will run unless there's a timeout. And it looks like there is a timeout called. So clock stopped after the catch and first down. 12 seconds to go here in this first half. Ball right over the 30-yard line, so first and 10 on the 29. Cougars doing a good job to keep everything in front, make the offense work for every yard that they're getting here, trying to make it difficult for them to score right before half. Coach Carden calling the plays for the defense, so he's coaching up the Cougars here right on the sidelines. Looks like Thunderbirds have broken the huddle. They're coming back out onto the field. Cougars break huddle and go back out to defend. So 12 seconds to go here in this first half. 1st and 10 on the Cougar 29-yard line. Reyes and Rose back in the backfield for Skyline. Rose goes in motion. And the end around to Mullins. Mason pushed him out of bounds right at the 20.
Clock stops once again. 5 seconds left in the first half. First down for the Thunderbirds.
So the end around and the sweep are the two plays that have made some noise here for the Thunderbirds most of the game. The sweep to the right by Reyes, and then the end around from the backside by Mullins. And Cougars starting to figure it out. Reyes to pass. Pass almost caught by
1 second left in half.
Mullins. Was in his hands and then was out. Maybe running a little bit too soon. Got to secure the ball first and then turn and run. So Cougars here, 1 second to go before half. 2nd down and 20. So without a penalty here on this play, this will be the last play of the game. I would expect a run from Reyes, and that is what happened. Reyes around the right side. Reyes breaking tackles. See if he can be stopped by the Cougars, and the Cougars do stop him. So good stand there by the Cougars, making the offense work for every single yard that they got on that possession. The Thunderbirds moved the ball all the way from about the 2-yard line all the way down to the Cougars about 10, but Cougars were able to bend and not break on that possession. So good job by the Cougars to stop the offensive possession of the Thunderbirds, to hold their score to 38 right here before half. So your score at halftime, your Cougars 12, the Thunderbirds of Skyline Middle School 38. We will let you enjoy scenes from a field. We will zoom out and you can see this. We will be back in about 13 minutes to bring you the start of the second half. So Skyline takes over here. Second down and about 8 on their own 22-yard line. Good tackle by Nixon there on the right side. Cougars had a good stand right before half. Did not allow the Thunderbirds to score. See if they can continue the defensive pressure here. In motion, Reyes, pitch, caught from behind by,
on the quarterback keeper.
Looks like Caleb Weaver.
Caleb Weaver on the tackle. First down for Skyline.
The option play, that's a new play that Skyline pulled out just here this quarter, just this half. So it looks like they're doing a little option pitch to Mullins, now in the backfield. Mullins dragged down by Caleb Weaver.
And Weaver on the tackle.
Caleb Weaver all over the field, making tackles, getting off blocks, and being able to get to the Skyline ball carriers. In that case, it was Mullins there with the little flare pass out to the right by Reyes to Mullins. Now Mullins again back in the backfield. We got movement on both sides. We'll see
Offsides is the call against Central Christian.
who they call it on. Looks like they call it on the Cougars.
Still first down.
Looks like there was motion both ways, but looked like they thought that the Cougars caused the offensive line to jump. So 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5. Reyes to the left side, cut off by ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
And looks like Cougars pick up the ball.
What a great run by the quarterback, but fumbles the ball.
Reyes, probably first mistake of the evening, holding the ball out just a little loose on the cutback, and Cougars able to reach out and knock it out of his hand, and then couldn't see who that ball was recovered by, but Cougars get the ball after the fumble. So Cougars hold defensively, get a turnover, and see if they can put the ball, move the ball here in their first offensive possession of the second half. Barnett back, shotgun. And we got motion on the Cougars.
Penalty on the play. False start.
False start on the Cougars. Again, I think
them up 5 yards, but still first down.
every possession here in this last, I think, 3 possessions, Cougars have started 1st and 15. Not a good way to start if you're the Cougars. They have overcame all of their penalties and were able to get at least first downs after the penalties, but not we don't want to press the luck for the Cougars. So now 2 Cougars out to the right side. Hands off to Weaver up the middle. Cuts left. Trying to outrun all the defenders and brought down by Reyes. So there's your 2 players of the game. Weaver for Central Christian, Reyes for the Thunderbirds. Basically, it's me and you and me. If I don't get tackled by you, you don't get tackled by me, we're going to score. And that would have been the case there, and that would have been the case on the fumble on the other side. So Cougars with good now field position in the territory of the Thunderbirds. And again, Cougars first down, have a false start. So we're, again, starting 15 yards and first down. Again, Cougars have been able to overcome, but again, you don't want to press your luck. So Cougars on the penalty, move back 5 yards. It's 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line of the Thunderbirds. Weaver and Barnett back in shotgun. Barnett to throw. Lehman is the target, was open. Ball went through his hands but fell incomplete.
Just incomplete of the receiver, Lane Lehman.
Good route, good execution of the play, just didn't quite finish that play.
Offensive line giving Sam Barnett time to pass back there.
So good play by the Cougars. Sometimes that happens. Can't play perfectly all the time. Barnett under center. Pitch out to Weaver, and Weaver is buried in the backfield by, again, Reyes.
Mateo Reyes on the tackle.
So Cougars look like they're using some, going quickly here, using some tempo. Barnett to pass, throws deep and overshoots Alex Linscheid, who stopped short. Looks like they not quite on the same page. So 4th down for the Cougars, 4th and about 22 yards. See what the Cougars will do here. I think I heard Coach Caldwell call punt. And Cole Mason back to punt for the Cougars. If you've noticed, Skyline doesn't put any.
Cole Mason on the fake punt comes up just short, I believe. No signal yet. Just short of the first down to gain. And Skyline will have it, 1st and 10.
So we had a first fake punt of the year. Mason around the left side had a lot to gain, probably 22, 20, 21, 22 yards. He got 20 of them, but just wasn't able to recover that last yard there for the first down. So it's almost as good as a punt here in middle school football. A 20-yard punt, we'll take that. Cougars are now on defense.
Once again, false start against Skyline.
Now looks like Skyline has the false start bug. They're starting now 15 yards and a first down. So doing Cougars a favor. We've got 3 minutes, 47 seconds to go here in this third quarter, Your scores, Cougars 12, Skyline, Thunderbirds 38. Skyline now has the ball here. Second possession. First possession was stopped on a fumble near the deep in the Cougar territory. Reyes to the right side, picking through people, stepping over people, weaving around people, and Weaver trying to get him. Again, Reyes still up. Cougars trying to hold on, and Reyes finally taken down, gain of about 13 yards on the play. Good run by Reyes, just picking through Cougars, being patient. Cougars not wrapping up real well, but still able to keep him from the first down. So after the penalty, Reyes makes all of it, plus about 8 yards back. So 2nd and 2 for the Thunderbirds. Now have Rose back there. First possession, or first series of the second half. Reyes and McMillan. Reyes, keeper, up the middle, being chased by the Cougars. Bontrager on the chase. Don't think he's going to catch him. Reyes into the end zone for Thunderbird touchdown. No flags on the play. Again, Reyes, one you got to watch for on those on that Thunderbird backfield. So that brings your score 44-12 Thunderbirds. Just starting, actually over halfway done with this third quarter. 2 minutes and 36 seconds is the time. Clock will not run here on the point after. Got a little wildcat formation. Quentin Rose, the ball carrier. Cole Mason, good tackle, read that play very well, was able to sniff that out, saw that there was a little bit something different in the backfield. When you notice something different, something a little funny going on with the other team's backfield, not normal, heightens your senses a little bit, and Cole sniffed that out and was able to make the tackle before they even got started going. So good job by the Cougars defense there on the PAT, but Thunderbirds put it in for another 6, so 2:36 to go here in this third quarter. Cougars 12, and the Thunderbirds of Pratt Skyline 44. I'd like to invite you to come on out tomorrow in the evening, where the Cougar High School boys, who are now 4-0 on the season, will host the St. Paul Indians. I believe St. Paul is 2-2. This is a non-district game. But still want to play well, want to continue the winning ways of the Cougars this season. Cougars are currently, in one poll I saw, ranked 5th behind perennial powerhouse Axtell, and I believe Victoria is in there as well, who Cougars lost to in the sub-state to go to state finals last year. So some good teams still undefeated in 8-man Division II. Reyes to kick, squib kick, covered up by the Cougars. Number 5, Lane Lehman, covers the ball, gives the Cougars good position again on the kickoff, right at again midfield. So Cougars take over. They've had a penalty bug here on first down. Let's see if the Cougars can get over their jumpiness here offensively on first down so they can start 1st and 10 and get some good yardage. Barnett under center, and Cougars stay down, and looks like the jumping is by the defense. So 5-yard penalty on that. So now Cougars will start 1st and 5. Now into Thunderbird territory. Again, Cougars split 2 wide on both sides. Barnett looks to the sideline for the play, and a pitch and catch from Barnett to Lehman. Lehman went up and got that one. Got a good 5 yards on that play, at least 5 yards. Let's see. Looks like that was a 10-yard, about a 10-yard gain. Gives the Cougars a first down. Cougars driving in Thunderbird territory. Barnett back. Skripsic in motion. Handoff to Weaver. Cuts up inside. Now to the outside. Brought down by 2 Thunderbirds. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the indication is. Looks like the indication is face mask. So that's a personal foul on the Thunderbird, so that'll be a 15-yarder. It looks like they're under the 30-yard line, so it'll be half the distance to the goal.
15-yard penalty. Difference of that, and you hang on to that face mask and pull him down is a 15-yarder versus unintentionally grabbing it and letting it go would only be a 5-yard penalty. So first down for Central Christian.
So Cougars on the penalty will get a nice movement towards the goal line. And it's not half the distance. It is actually 15 yards now on that personal foul face mask. So Barnett to throw up to Linscheid. No, to, let's see, who is that? Nixon, 82. Yeah, Zane Nixon intended receiver. The ball falls incomplete. Sam got the ball out quick. Big defender over there. That's the tallest guy on the field. That's some number 72. No, excuse me, number 23, Riddick Mullins. Tallest guy on the field. Into Weaver's hands, up the middle, right to the goal line. Didn't quite get over. Good hard running by Caleb. Thunderbirds stop him. Third and about a yard and a half. Cougars move quickly here. Get the play call from the sideline. Barnett under center. And Barnett to the left side. Gets over the line for a touchdown. Good job by the Cougars to get that play in quick and execute the quarterback sneak. Sam just picked the hole, was able to fall in over the line for the score. So now the PAT, Cougars huddling up. So as we are about 51 seconds to go left in this third quarter, Cougars score. Barnett to the left, comes back to the right, comes back to the left, wide open. Hudson Brown went through his hands though, falls down, incomplete. Good pass, good play, just not executed there by the Cougars. Again, first year for football here at Central Christian Middle School in the last couple 3-4 years, so good to see these guys out here. They're learning every single period, every single play, every single quarter, every single series. So learning, experiencing football here at the middle school level and 8-man, and valuable learning experiences for these guys. So that brings your score. Cougars 18, Thunderbirds 44. We are in 8-man football here in Kansas, and so that means a 45-point rule is in effect on all games. When the opposing team gets ahead by 45 points or more after halftime, the game would be called. But we're quite a ways from that. We're at least 3 scores from that. So we're going to definitely make it to the fourth quarter here. 51 seconds to go in the third. Hudson Brown to tee it up for the Cougars, getting his steps. Last time Cougars kicked, ball bounced a little further than I think they wanted it to and got all the way back to Reyes, and Reyes was able to bring that ball back for a touchdown. Now ball is downed by Rose.
And that's where Skyline will have it 1st and 10.
So Cougars execute the short kick, keep it away from Reyes, which is a good thing tonight. Reyes has been the one guy that offensively has been able to hurt the Cougars. So Reyes again, quarterback. Rose in the backfield this time. That first series, Reyes to the left. Pass falls incomplete to Mullins. Riddick Mullins was the intended target. Tallest guy on the field, definitely big target out there. Cougars just trying to stay with Reyes, and then when they throw that pass to Mullins in, they're learning. So second down for Skyline. Reyes and Rose in the backfield. Rose goes in motion. Flip to number 7, Connor Hamilton, and tackled then for a loss by number 72, Liam Bonds. So good tackle there by Liam to get no gain on the play for the little end around for the Thunderbirds, Skyline Thunderbirds. That play will end your third quarter. Your score, Central Christian 18, Thunderbirds 44. We'll be back in about a minute. So here we start the beginning of the fourth quarter. Second quarter of the second half. That's right, fourth quarter. Your score, Central Christian 18, Skyline 44. Third down and 10 for Skyline. Reyes been basically the only offense that the Skyline Thunderbirds have needed tonight. And Reyes right there drops the ball. Cougars up in his grill, and Hudson Brown takes him down along with Holt Mason, and who else was that? Linscheid. Good job by the offensive line to get through, recognize ball on the ground, get after the quarterback when he's looking down and not knowing where those men are, and was able to tackle him with a 5-yard loss. So now Skyline has a decision to make. Are they going to punt the ball, or are they going to go for it deep in their own territory, 25-yard line? So we'll see. Looks like play has been called in from the sidelines. Looks like they're going to go for it. We'll see how they line up here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it, and Skyline takes a timeout.
Right at 7 minutes left in your ball game.
So
earlier tonight, the middle school volleyball team,
Skyline wants to talk this play over. Just make sure they execute to the best of their ability, and Cougars are doing the same. They are, I'm sure Coach is just reminding them of what job they are to do, their responsibilities on each play, and on this play, whatever the call is defensively.
Thursday, middle school volleyball will be traveling to South Barber. And middle school football will have a bye week once again before they finish up their regular season the following week. Tomorrow night, the St. Paul Indians have a record of 2-2. That's a non-district game, but very important nonetheless.
All right, so here we go.
Down
4th down for Skyline. Got one man in motion to the right side. Ball is pitched out there, hit him in the hands, but was unable to collect it. Felt a little bit of pressure there from the defensive back. I'm not sure who that was. Was that Weaver or Linscheid? Someone out there kind of breathing a little heavy, and he wasn't able to see both at the same time, and just distraction enough to make that pass fall incomplete. So Cougars take over. Pump fake by Barnett, catch by Hudson Brown. Good catch by Brown. Went down to go get that ball on the pump by Barnett. Cougars going quickly. Barnett pitches to Weaver. Weaver pulled down. Good 2, 3, 4 yard, 3, 4 yard gain on the run. Cougars getting up to the line quick. Plays called in quick, not letting the defense get moving. And a stunt right up the gut by Reyes. Weaver able to make Reyes miss, but was unable to escape from number 10. That was Rose then that tackled him. So free safety, Reyes coming up for the stun or from the blitz. Cougars able to avoid it initially, but not able to avoid all those tacklers. Barnett out to the left, throws it up for grabs. Reyes collects it down the sideline, and I don't see any penalties here, so it looks like that will be another pick 6 for the Thunderbirds. If you haven't noticed, we have Barnett's left-handed, so going to his right and trying to throw across his body. That's a difficult pass for a high schooler to make, let alone a middle schooler who is just starting off playing. So Skyline, little trickery there on the PAT. Number 99 was the quarterback. Number 99 is Wyatt Williams, and he was the quarterback. And they tried a little lineman pass there too. I believe that was intended for Mullins, but pass falls incomplete there on the little lineman pass. In 8-man football, doesn't matter the number of jersey on your shirt or the number on your shirt, just matters where you line up. So if you line up as a quarterback, doesn't matter if you have a 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 number on your jersey. If you line up in the backfield, you can throw the ball, you can catch the ball. So numbers don't matter in 8-man football. I know in 11-man football they matter. If you're a certain number and you want to go out for a pass, you have to report as an eligible receiver. That normally doesn't happen in 11-man football, although there are some teams that do that quite often. But in 8-man football, it doesn't matter what the number on your jersey is. It just matters where you line up. So after the pick 6 by Skyline, Reyes again will kick and score now 50 to 18. Skyline adds on another 6 to their 44, so 50 to 18. Reyes to kick. See if he'll kick it deep or he'll kick it short. He'll kick it short. Caught by Hudson Brown. Downed right there at the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the Cougars on the 40-yard line, so right at midfield. Your score, Cougars 18, Skyline 50, 5:18 to go in this last quarter here. Cougars go fast. Barnett in the backfield, nobody behind him, so an obvious pass play here. Barnett scrambles, connects with number 82, Zane Nixon. Again, Cougars going quickly. Some tempo here for the Cougars. Nobody in the backfield again for the Cougars. Obvious pass again. Ball caught by Nixon. And same play, same exact outcome, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the play is, what the penalty is. The penalty is a face mask. So Cougars execute the play. They get enough for a first down. Plus then after that, they will get the 15 yards for the face mask. Again, middle school football, these guys are still learning how to tackle, where to tackle. Got to bend their legs, bend their knees, use those pads that they have on their shoulders to tackle with. A lot of times they're just reaching out and trying to grab people and pull them down. Sam looks a little confused, got the ball, pitches it to Tayden Skripsic. Skripsic catches the ball and then scrambles around there in the middle of the field trying to find an opening. Doesn't find an opening. Gets about a yard on the play. So pass is complete. Clock will continue to run here on the complete play. The completed pass to Skripsic. Cougars will huddle. 2nd and 8 with about right on the 10-yard line. So Cougars can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Barnett under center, throws out to the outside, and ball falls incomplete. Not sure if there was supposed to be someone there or he was just making sure that there was no sack on the play. In any case, an incomplete pass, and Cougars take a timeout. So Cougars driving here in the end of the fourth quarter. Got 3:49 to go in this fourth quarter. As long as you can keep the ball out of Reyes' hands and away from Reyes, I think you have a pretty good shot of moving the ball. Just got to know where he is, see where he's at, and get the ball away from him. Not let him get opportunity to run under the ball and intercept it or knock it down. There have been times where he's come up the middle and disrupted the play there. So got to know where he is at all time. He's the one player on Skyline's roster that you really have to know where he is at all times. So Skyline breaks the huddle. Again, if you've noticed, Skyline defensive line is in a 2-point stance all the time. That's not normally the way defensive line plays, but that's the way they're coached to play, and it's been working for them right now. So Barnett rolls to his left, throws up the ball.
Pass falls incomplete, intended for Lehman.
Ball goes through the hands of number 77, Riker Fields. Not sure who that ball was intended for on the Cougars. But Cougars now have 4th and 9 from about the 10-yard line. See if the Cougars can convert here. And through the hands of Lunshide. Good throw right on his hands, was unable to corral that ball into his body. Good effort, but just not quite there this time. And on that play, the Cougars turned the ball over on down. So it's 1st and 10 for the Skyline Thunderbirds on their own about 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. Skyline must go 70 yards all the way to a for a score. See if Cougars can keep them from scoring a long one here. Reyes, again, weaving in and out, weaving around the right side now, being cut off, but missing, weaving in and out, finally pushed out of bounds by number 82, Zane Nixon.
First down for Skyline.
So again, Reyes, the one-man show for the Thunderbirds. Saw that the right side was blocked off and just reversed direction, was able to bring it over to the left side, and seems like the Cougars were still flowing to the left and not to the right. Motion. #23, McMillan.
Touchdown by the Thunderbirds, number 23.
Mullins, excuse me. Riddick Mullins. So you get Mullins or Reyes out into the open field, and the size, length of stride just negates all of the Cougars' speed and quickness. 88.
PAT is good.
Big number 88, Quentin Rose into the end zone for a score. Held on by number 5, Lane Lehman, trying to bring big number 88 down. Was unable to do that there on the PAT. So at 2:39 to go in the game, your score, Cougars 18.
Back out for the high school football game tomorrow night.
The Skyline Thunderbirds 58.
So put some pink on and join us for the 7 o'clock kickoff.
All right, so Coach Caldwell, Coach Cardin, coaching these guys up here, trying to get them motivated here to play the next play, do well on the next play. That's part of football. You get knocked down, you get up, and you keep going. You keep playing. You don't quit till the very, very end, no matter if you're ahead, behind, or what the score is. Execute the next play. We talked about that last game with the high school. Reyes to kick on the ground. Covered by 72. That was Cole Mason.
On the recovery of the onside kick.
Or, excuse me, 72 is Liam Bonds. So Liam Bonds on the coverage.
As you start to wrap up the night, please be sure to pick up all your trash and put it in the trash can closest to you.
So Cougars here.
Concession stand crew and help us.
We've got one too many guys out on the field, or not sure exactly what's. Oh, there is the man down. And looks like the ball is put on the ground. Little hard to handle. Might be getting a little slippery out there. Little cool. All right, so after the fumble on the first play of the new possession. Cougars give the ball up to the Skyline Thunderbirds. Looks like the ball's going to the running back to the left side, right up the middle. And number 20.
Handoff up the middle to the running back. Second down for the Thunderbirds.
Let's see, Cooper Linkner. Cooper Linkner was the ball carrier there. Cougars gave him a couple 4 or 5 yards there on first down. Clock continues to run. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. Instructions being given by Reyes to Linkner again. Linkner weaves himself in and out and is able to get a first down. Looks like brought down by Mason.
And a fumble on the play, evidently.
Oh, okay. I did not see this, but looks like there's a fumble and recovered by the Cougars. So Cougars take over.
Cougars hanging tough, if you will. .67 seconds left in our ball game.
Barnett deep, Brown to the left. Pass falls incomplete.
Intended for number 20, Hudson Brown.
Brown was open. Sam does a good job of opening up to the left and then coming back to the right. Gets the defense looking to the left. He's left-handed, so they think, okay, he's going to throw left, and then swings that ball back over to the right side. And Hudson's been open pretty much every time on that play this evening. Just that time unable to bring it in. Barnett back deep, throws it over to the right sideline. Ball falls incomplete. Ball intended for Zane Nixon. I think most of the receiving corps for the Cougars tonight have had some good catches, some good throws, and some good catches. Been able to execute offensively the pass offense, which is important to be able to be not just one-dimensional in every football, but especially 8-man. If you can throw the ball and catch the ball. And Barnett picked off by the
pass is intercepted and run into the end zone. Touchdown,
Skyline
Skyline.
Thunderbirds. That will bring your score Cougars 18, Thunderbirds 64, and that is a 45-point rule here right before the end of the game. You got 40 seconds to go.
Skyline 64 and Central Christian 18. Once again, we would ask that you pick up all your trash around.
So we would like to thank you for joining us this evening here on the Central Christian Cougar Athletics YouTube channel. We ask that you like and subscribe to this video or subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us with the algorithm on YouTube to gain some traction. We'd love to bring you more of these. If I'm talking to nobody tonight, I would like to know that as well. So we'll go back and see who's watching and how many people watching. If I'm just talking to myself up here in the booth, I know that this is not something that we need to continue this YouTube channel. So if you would subscribe, please, that will help us out. That will let us know that you are watching and you're appreciating what we do here on the YouTube channel. So that's it for the ball game tonight. Again, your final score: Cougars 18. The Thunderbirds of Skyline 64. Good fought game by both teams. And we will see you tomorrow night right here on Central Christian Athletics on YouTube for